and it's too late now.
I'm sorry.
Is it on now?
It is on.
The thing is, it doesn't matter when it starts because we can always we can
Cut
set
it
the
out.
start point at any point. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we have to record for like an hour and a half.
I'm trying to record in like 30-minute sessions this time, so.
Okay. What did you say?
30-minute sessions.
Why would you record in 30 minutes?
Well, no, well, because it's just easier to send it to you rather than like
Split it, man. It's not hard to split
I
it.
just did it 30 minutes.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
Oh, you're gonna record for 30 minutes, then cut, and then do 30 minutes again?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a 5-second break.
5-second break.
Podcasts will have break time, but that's usually because they have advertisers.
Yeah, I listen to like 5-4. They take breaks because they just want to like step away or whatever. But the thing is, they're taking a break. It's not a break for us. They just come back right away. They're like, all right, we're
No
back.
one's saying you can't take a break.
We'll take a break.
Can't take a break. You ever gone to a film with an intermission?
No.
No, I haven't.
They don't make those anymore.
Every Indian film has an intermission.
Really?
So if we go to
Yeah, back in the 30s they did that.
No. I mean, it's recent. Like if you go to Atlanta, there's theaters that show Indian films. You go in, you sit down, you watch a film, and then 2 hours in, they're like, you're halfway done.
2 hours in.
You're
You
halfway
take an
done.
intermission. You go out, you get some candy or whatever.
Who
you
the
take
fuck's
a
gonna
piss.
watch a 4-hour film?
Well, you go to like plays, right? Like the.
Yeah.
There's intermissions for that.
I think that makes more sense.
I remember we went to
Because
one.
it's boring.
Those are pretty long, aren't they?
We went to one in like Columbus, I think.
You said yeah.
I'll edit it out. Jesus Christ, calm down. But we went to one elsewhere, and it was like the Nutcracker thing, right? It was like,
Right.
we were dancing a bunch, but because it's mostly dancing, there's no dialogue, I don't think. They drew the curtains because I think one of the acts ended, but it was kind of ambiguous, and I interpreted it as like, is that the end? I thought we were leaving, but it was just the intermission. I was like, it was kind of a weird ending. I didn't feel right. But no, just an intermission. So you sit there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know, right? Just absolutely do nothing.
It helps the actors because they can get changed and get the set.
No, for sure.
Whatever. For if you're watching an Indian film in a theater, it's just because you can't sit there for 4.5 hours straight.
Have you watched the Harry Potter films?
I don't think I watched maybe like the last couple in theater.
Have you?
I mean, they're like 3.5 hours or something like that.
Is that long?
We watched that dog shit film. What was it? Not Infinity War. The other one, Endgame.
Why'd you say dog shit?
It was a bad movie.
What's wrong with it? I mean, I know it was Marvel, so it's like subpar, but
Of course, for their standards, I suppose it was okay. But we went and watched it, and that how long was that? Like 3.5 hours?
I don't know.
It was there was no intermission.
None.
Just like 3.5 hours.
American films don't do that.
You gotta sit there and you gotta watch weird CGI and Robert Downey Jr. cracking jokes or whatever.
I like the jokes that have come out of it. I remember bust through a dude's hotel room. He's like, "Oh, I hope you have insurance." It's like there's just weird quirks. It's quirks.
It's like every Marvel-
Quips. That's quips, not quirks. This isn't My Hero Academia.
Have you watched that?
I have until last season.
You asked him if he watched like a popular anime.
I mean, I
He
really
doesn't
don't
watch the
I really
podcast.
don't watch that much, honestly.
He doesn't watch much. All y'all have these anime profile pictures on Discord, and
Mine's JoJo, so it's not as bad.
Brahim keeps like, he hasn't actually, I don't think he's mentioned your JoJo one, but he's like, yeah, this is that character from that thing, this is that character from that thing. And I realize he's a weeb, just like you, Thomas.
Yeah.
He's just like twice your size in Arab, but he's a weeb.
And he told you one of his friends who went to the military that just share memes with each other about anime.
Anime is very popular, I guess. I haven't gotten into it yet.
Yeah, like 20 years ago, it was like you were a loser if you watched it, but now all the cool kids watch
Yeah,
it.
now I feel like I'm an outsider and I'm a loser.
Yeah, you're a loser. You don't watch
Well, I feel like you watch more.
Konosuba or something.
I think you watch more anime than I do now.
Probably.
Honestly.
I started watching Spy Family now.
That's my feeling as good as that.
I like Spy Kids.
Spy Kids?
Yeah.
Which
Right.
one?
The fourth one. I don't know. There's like a bunch.
There's a fourth one, but I don't think it has the same actors in it.
The Spy Family is like pretty like genius concept.
I only watched the first 3 episodes.
Remember Spy Kids 3D? It was a massive deal. You go there, it was going to be in 3D.
I didn't watch any of them in theaters.
Dude, the 3D films are gone now. It took a while.
I'm glad they suck ass.
There was a time where if you went to the theater, you had to watch it in 3D, and they give you this
Do you remember? Do you remember the that Coke Museum thing, that 4D thing?
Well, that was cool because it's 4D.
Yeah, that was 4D. So like, obviously the screen would be 3D, and then like they would like put like special effects on you, like
The 3D
water or wind.
I think their 3D effects were better than anything you were gonna see.
A woman farts on screen, and stuff comes out of the seat.
It's 4D.
That's the kind of 4D experience I want.
I mean, that's really cool, wasn't it? Sort of Coke Museum thing.
Can you imagine what a waste all those 3D glasses were? Because everyone would throw them away after the film too.
They probably only cost like 10 cents to make.
I wonder how much the landfill charges to hold them.
Well, they have like a little can in there. They have like, oh, recycle them because they'll reuse them again. But most people just take them home with them, and then they have no purpose for them.
Yeah,
Don't you remember it was really popular to wear like the fake plastic glasses or whatever?
Which ones?
People would wear these like fake plastic glasses. It was like the
Fake
style.
3D glasses?
I don't know if it's 3D, but any sort of like fake plastic glasses thing. This was like the style in 2011 or whatever. So I think people would they would like cut out the lens of the 3D glasses.
Oh, do you mean the one that has like the lines going through them like that?
No, just I mean that was a thing too, but it was just regular like lensless glasses or whatever. And
I don't know.
it was real quirky.
I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember.
It was a Ray William Johnson thing. I bet.
Did he start
I
it?
think he didn't start shit. I think he did.
He ended shit.
Like I remember those freaking animal bands.
Oh,
Wasn't
what are those called? Squunchy.
Oh, the strings? The
Yeah, those
rubber
bands.
bands.
Animal bands. I don't know what they're called, but
Those are popular in like
I'm coming
first
with
grade.
the whole forearm.
Yeah, I remember that. I
Just
remember
completely
that.
constricted. No blood flow. They had a whole arm full of those things.
freaking like, do you remember that in like in our elementary school? Like,
I
kids
never
would
got
have
them.
like so much of them.
That was not safe.
Well, there was like a controversy with them.
They were.
There was something that was really popular with kids when we were younger that became controversial because they thought it would promote like getting into gangs and stuff.
Yeah, animal bands
It's the
was.
animal bands.
That's probably what's
That was controversial.
Are you part of the Clean Dinosaur? You're part of it.
No, I'm
I
part
don't
of
feel
the.
like it was that.
I'm part of the Pen 15 club.
Pin 15, that's my favorite one.
I had someone try to pull that on me in elementary school.
Why did you not like it?
I knew what it was, so I got really
What
pissed.
is
It's a very bad club.
Yeah, I heard that was controversial.
Really bad people.
Did you ever hear about the Pin 15 Club?
No.
It's like what the bad guys would get into.
The 10-15.
All the really naughty kids who served detention, they would go in and they would have, because they would tattoo it, you know? That's the thing, they would take a Sharpie and they'd put it on your
Yeah,
hand.
because it would promote like getting tattoos and they didn't like
Yeah, and they didn't want you to be like part of a gang. It was like Pen 15 on your hand. And you go around flashing Pen 15, and you just flash people like that. And flashing that kind of stuff is considered improper.
No.
Flashing is pretty bad.
Yeah, typically you don't want to flash Pen 15 at people. It's considered a crime in schools.
Yeah, they get mad at you for every little thing.
Yeah.
Except if you're a football player. If you're a football player, you can put your dick out in class and you just...
Peyton Manning took his cock out and put it on like some athletic trainer's head, and he never got in trouble for it.
I mean, why would you? He's fucking Peyton Manning.
He probably did that.
Would you get
many
mad
times.
at him?
Why do we do
If you were
Probably.
if you were the head of the school, would you
He
get
put
mad
it
at
on
him?
her head because if he put it on his own head, it looked real small. He's got a gigantic forehead. So
If he put it on his own head, I'd be very impressed.
yeah, he's real athletic.
Very impressed.
And he's not an athletic guy, even though he played quarterback. Go Google Peyton Manning's forehead. Check it out. Look at this man's forehead. You're gonna be amazed.
They're gonna show. It's gonna pull up like a meme picture of it like being 2 miles long.
Baseball? Is that?
If you can't spell Manning, there's no hope for you. Peyton Manning.
I can't see that far, so I don't know.
I'm curious how badly he fucked it up.
Peyton. Peyton.
Pent?
Peyton. Peyton.
Dude, but he's just
He's
Peyton.
never heard of this dude before.
Peyton is a name. It's a very common name.
It's not very common. There you go. That's like it. Yeah, that's
Is
him.
that it?
I mean, just look at his regular forehead. It's massive.
Yeah, there he is. It's all that steroids he's taking, just growing inches.
He probably did take like HGH or something. I don't know.
Oh hell yeah, he did. They all.
Well,
did.
actually, when he had his neck shit that went down, he had a big neck injury. He probably did take a lot of stuff to recover from that. I don't give a shit. He can take whatever he wants. He came back and was an MVP.
Remember in
He just can't put his cock on.
there was a
What did you do in the first place?
when
He was a
Zach
horny college kid. It was when he was at Tennessee.
in it was high school. They had Miss Zach did in his class, and they started the BBC club. And Miss G would say, "Y'all the bad boy club." Y'all the BBCs.
The Bad Boy Club.
I don't remember that. No, the bad boys.
On the BBCs, and they'd always laugh, and she didn't know why.
She was like, yeah, because they're bad boys.
They're the bad boys. Where
Get
you
this all over your floor, so you can vacuum.
What
it
are they,
later.
fingernails? I got toenails all over my
It
floor.
was like a grain of rice and like an almond skin.
Sounds about right.
This is actually very you.
That sounds.
The Bad Boys Club.
Bad Boys Club.
I don't think we've done the cold open. This is technically supposed to be the first official episode. So you're supposed to introduce yourselves. We can do it now. Yeah, you can do it now. Tell them about yourself.
I'm nodding my head. No, I don't want to.
Yes, please go.
They'll
Please go ahead.
after they watch the first 50 episodes, they should start to know who we are.
I don't think we're gonna make.
I'm
it.
the racist.
State your name, just the first name. You know.
I'm Alex.
There
I
you
don't
go.
like that name. I'm the racist. All right.
Alright, you go on.
No, it's you.
No, you go on second.
Best for last.
He's got a
No,
joke
not
he's
yet.
saving. So.
I don't have jokes. I'm
Hey,
not.
just go second. No, I'm good.
I want you to introduce yourself as the weeb.
No, you're the weeb.
I'm more weeb than he is.
He is.
I mean, I'm racist. Of course, I'm the weeb.
Thomas, just say something so they know it's your voice.
Thomas.
Okay, that's Thomas. He likes Japanese culture, and
Oh, well, I'm not a weeb because I
Anime.
don't care about Japan. I just like anime.
you're very obsessed with Japan. You speak Japanese, you read Japanese, you write Japanese, you sing in Japanese.
If you didn't speak to English speakers, you wouldn't understand English.
Probably not, honestly. My English wasn't even worse.
Yeah, if you were an accountant in a Japanese firm, it'd be over. I'd never be able to communicate.
My English skills are completely lost.
But when you were taking your CPA exams and you weren't working,
Well, because I was just holed up in here. I couldn't
yeah,
speak English.
I couldn't. We'd get on Discord and I could not understand you. 'Cause you wouldn't be able to put together a proper sentence. It was actually incredibly stunted and just terrible. It was bad
Oh,
English.
I see.
It was bad English.
It's your turn.
Yeah. So anyway, what were we talking about?
See, I knew it'd be a joke. It'd be like some smart aleck thing to do.
It's not a smart aleck thing. My name is very. It's distinct. People could find me.
Does that go to law
Zed?
school?
Zeb.
You don't have.
It's not
You
Zeb.
could just say it's Zed.
My name is Zeb,
Like ZED, they wouldn't.
but that's not my name. That's the name of the cool guy from Men in Black.
It's not an English name, so you could just make it an English name. It's Zed. That's the best one from the Men in Black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember watching that when I was a kid.
I
was
just
like,
got it now because they always do like a letter for the name, but Z is Z. I got
Yes.
that now.
Yeah.
Good
Too
job.
bad that guy died.
Good job. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the actor that played him died pretty while ago, actually.
The actors that played, well, one of
He was funny.
the two other actors, one of them went on to marry a woman that has ruined his life, and the other one was in No Country for Old Men. So, two different career paths.
Which one came out first, Men in Black 2 or that one?
Pretty sure No Country came out before Men in Black.
2. First Men in Black was the 90s.
Google it.
Hmm?
You
No
don't have-
Country for Old Men I think was 05.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
So one of Men in Black 2 probably came out first. It ain't gonna take them 6, 7, 8 years to get out Men in Black 2.
I don't know.
2002.
2? Really?
Yeah, 2002.
And No Country was definitely after that.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting a phone call.
Men in Black 3 though, he was in Men in Black 3.
Oh, hold on. My mom's calling me. Hello?
2007.
I can't. I'm in the. I'm
Which one,
in
the third one or the-
real tied
No,
up right now.
no Country for Old Men.
The main actor,
Hmm?
I can't read his name 'cause I forgot his name, but that main actor, the one that's second from the left,
Yeah.
yeah, he's very popular in Japan. He's in Japanese commercials. Look him up in Japanese commercials. He's in some Japanese commercials. There's like one for a coffee brand.
Go. You go.
And
Yeah,
Black
you
3
go.
was
You go.
2012.
Men in Black 3 sucks.
Oh, wasn't good?
It's just stopped at 2. I thought 2 was the
I
best one.
can't.
but some people
I'm
don't
being
hate
held
it.
at gunpoint. I'll be right back.
Okay, me and Thomas have to entertain ourselves.
The linchpin is leaving for a minute.
The crux. Alright, we gotta have a topic.
Alright.
So,
Spy and Family.
Spy Family, watch the first 2 episodes.
What do you think about?
I think Anya's annoying because I thought it'd be good as just like a spy drama set in the Cold War. I like the setting. The Cold War is a good point in time to play. I don't know why in anime they do like fictional places. They could just do like real life.
Well, sometimes they actually do real places, but in this case, it's obviously very modeled after.
It's like Ostphalia and West. I forget what it's called. Ostphalia, Westphalia, or something like that. Ost means east in German. Yeah, it's like, okay, I get it, it's Russia versus NATO or something like that. I think it's supposed to be like East Germany versus West Germany.
I mean, I think just like some artists or some authors in particular, they don't want to do like real life settings too much.
I heard that it's taboo in Japan to have main characters in the non-Japanese country.
Really?
That might be an old taboo. Because when JoJo first came out, the first part of JoJo came out took place in England.
Right.
Real life England, not fictional England. And people were like, whoa, that's a big step forward for the anime or manga community. But that came out in the 80s, so I don't know if it was different back then.
I don't know that. I heard that.
But,
Oh, sorry, guys.
you should have knocked first.
I didn't realize y'all had your pants off.
Oh, that was what's annoying?
I gotta go to the restroom.
Well, go.
I was telling Thomas about the toilet in our office. You can hear people pissing, even if you're down at the end of the hall from that bathroom. Something about the acoustics.
Probably.
It is actually, it's like a slanted, so like the toilet's in the back, right? And the ceiling kind of slants down towards the toilet. So I think like all the piss noise just kind of like comes up and like collects towards the front of the door. And everyone can hear it. Every time someone goes in there, you can hear it. It's better than the DA's office though. Their old office apparently, you'd have to go into someone's office to get into the toilet. So the two people who had the offices adjacent to the toilet could just hear everything going on in there, which is probably very lovely.
Very lovely.
This is the quality kind of office space you can get if you work a government job.
Yeah.
Why is every door in your house broken?
Probably.
Your parents are really, really, really cheap.
That's the thing, they're cheap because your parents are probably the richest out of all ours.
Very cheap. I won't deny that fact.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Fine Family, something about JoJo, something.
Oh, with fictional places in anime. I was watching Seven Deadly Sins, which is on Netflix.
Right.
And it takes place in like Arthurian Britain. You know Arthurian.
I know.
It takes place in Arthurian Britain, but it's fictionalized, so it's not actual Arthurian Britain. But it has a character named Arthur. It has a character named Merlin. It has a Lady of the Lake. It has Lancelot. You know, it has all these characters from the Arthurian legend. And it's like at that point, just make it a fantasy. Just make it a fantastical Arthurian actual UK.
You know, actually, speaking of that, like I heard, was he actually a real figure, King Arthur, or was he a fictional? Because I know my teacher.
He was a real person.
He was a real person, right?
But the story.
The stories are
real.
more fabricated, but like he was an actual person, right?
I think there's been more than one King Arthur.
Oh, there
several.
was.
But I don't think King Arthur was like the first king of England or whatever.
And also not all of that like sort of drama, like Lancelot and like.
I never read the original Arthurian. I just know I know it from the Holy Grail film, Monty Python.
I know some.
Biggest.
That's not from Monty Python. That's from Life of Brian. Well, that is Monty Python.
It's Monty Python.
It's not from, I was gonna say it's not Holy Grail.
But it's Monty Python. Oh, shit, is this done?
Might be done processing.
I think Monty Python
It's done processing.
I think he's still alive.
That's his official name.
Monty Python?
Yeah.
I think so. Is it not? Whatever. I mean, if only people know him, but like Weird Al Yankovic, is that his real name?
Yeah, he officially changed it.
It's like people know him as that.
Alfred.
Alfred Hitchcock. Imagine having a name Cock.
Well, I told you about one of my classmates, their name.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
I can't say
Why not?
because it's a very distinctive name.
Can you spell it? Can you draw it out with your fingers? I can't read that. Oh. Is it like a fetish?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even a bad word. You could say that word.
But
No,
what's their
because
name, though?
my name is distinctive.
Oh,
his name is
okay.
distinctive. You just do a little bit of
You just don't
technical-
want to say his name.
Yeah, you're gonna figure out where we're at. I'm trying to find Monty Python now.
It's an inconvenient name to have.
No, it's a very convenient.
My parents don't know what that word means.
I'm trying to find the members of this.
Members of what?
The Monty Python group.
The Monty Python group.
It was a group of them.
I remember being asked in a class back when I minored in political science. It was I think it was literally called political science, the class.
No.
And he brought up Life of Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a scene in that film that have like these Jewish groups were trying, and like one group's called like the Jewish Liberation Front, and one's the Israeli Liberation Front, and one's, they have all these different sects that all believe in the same thing, but they all fight each other. That was really funny. It's a really good joke. Pull it up. Let's watch it right now.
I like getting texts from my mom because she still can't really put words together.
I didn't know having a stroke would change how she can type.
It's a speech apraxia. Your brain can't put the words together or whatever. It's like the
She's been alive for like 40 years. She's not like
40. She's been alive for 60 years.
It's like I feel like it's ingrained in your brain at that point to be muscle memory instead.
Yeah, the muscle memory
yeah.
got broken because the brain couldn't get blood.
Well, she should recognize that she's misspelling things.
It's not misspelling. She can't put the words together.
Does that mean she's just slower at typing?
Can't to tell me the card number.
I feel like that's just like how a regular mom would type, just because they're.
Well, I mean, my mom doesn't know English that much, so like, you should.
Well, that one's more understandable.
You should
My
see
mom knows English, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Did your mom know English?
she speaks Aramaic. She doesn't speak English.
That's what she's on now?
Yeah, she's on Aramaic now.
She's on Aramaic now?
She goes through her different moods.
Yeah, that was my first time that I actually knew your parents' like first names.
Because you do their money.
Well, I didn't do their tax return, but I processed it.
Well, yeah.
And so I saw that's what their first name is. Oh, wait. Yeah.
I probably need
Well, your mom probably knows my mom. Well, definitely your mom knows my mom.
And so wait, like, are these people, Alex's, parents? So I just look at their tax returns a little bit. Oh yeah, there he is with the
Yeah,
social
you can
security
look and
number.
see that we had to pay $7,500 in taxes.
That's
That's
not
it?
bad. That's not bad.
That's it?
Well, they were complaining about it, so I
That's
guess that's
it?
a lot for us.
That's not a lot.
Because our cars are all paid off, and
Alex, I seem like 10 times worse.
you mean 10 times higher?
A lot higher.
Who the fuck has $75,000 in taxes they gotta pay?
Someone really rich?
Who the fuck is rich and wants to live around here?
Well, yeah, I saw people.
I saw a Lamborghini driving through town the other day, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing here?
Well, I mean, I saw someone that had like $1 million worth of income or something.
Our neighbor is going through a divorce,
Right.
Congratulations.
and her husband, it's because her husband was cheating on her,
Right? Like always.
Congratulations.
and her husband, they have 2 children together, but her
Especially
husband,
congratulations if they don't have a prenup.
well, they don't.
Good
And
for
her husband, our neighbor's mother, who's a great friend of my mom's, is they always talk on the phone, and let's say, I gotta give them fake names. Karen, I mean that is her name, but I don't say her last name. Karen, the mother.
Yeah, okay.
The Karen,
Fake name is
well, it's the first name. There's a million
Yes,
Karens out there. Karen, she had a friend of hers listen in on, like, what's it called?
Counseling session?
Yeah, counseling session.
Right.
They had both their lawyers talk to each other and try to make out a deal. And one of the lawyers asked the husband, like, how much do you make? And this friend told Karen, like, he makes like $700,000 a year. And it's like, that is not true. And she believes it 100% that that's true. She must have misheard it or something, because there's no way in fucking hell he makes $700,000 a year living where they live.
Okay. They live in some shithole or something?
Like, and she's just convinced that he makes that much money, and me and my parents are just making fun of her about that. We're not telling her to her face she's wrong, because she's so devout and so angry with the man.
She's convinced because she wants that in the divorce. She wants, I don't know, a bunch of shit. She thinks he has a lot of money.
Well, she's mad. It's because she's so mad because the wife had no idea how much money he made, and he always handled the money side of things, so
Yeah,
she never knew anything.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't live in an expensive house. They have 2 kids, and the dad
Yeah,
is...
because he's been spending it all on that mistress.
No.
Yeah.
See, he has a band. He has a band, and that's where this mistress is
I
a part
have
of
a
the band.
question.
Huh?
Is this that jackass that used to go to the gym?
That's his daughter.
Wait. His daughter is the one that got cheated on? What goes around comes around. This jackass that went to the gym with us, he was like in his 50s or 60s or whatever.
Okay.
According to Alex, this guy was always cheating on his wife.
He cheated on her twice.
Cheated on her a bunch, and now his daughter's getting cheated on, so that's what you get.
Well, the daughter
You
doesn't deserve it.
Of course not, but...
It's part of the family.
No, she does.
And she's not the one that cheated on him. It's the guy that's not related to him did.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not running the family because the one that's in the family.
Well,
is
I'm
not
just
cheating.
saying, like, you cheated on your wife, and now your own daughter, the person you...
He's actually been kind of quiet about it.
What do you mean?
The guy you're talking about,
The jackass.
He's being quiet about the whole thing because he's been,
Exactly, yeah.
he's committed infidelity twice. So.
he can't talk shit. You're like, listen, honey, this is just what we do
It's
sometimes.
a reality.
He can't really complain a whole lot because he'd be a hypocrite.
Yeah, he's been quiet about it. What a piece of shit. He's also just kind of an asshole, right? That's the thing.
Nobody likes him.
Yeah, he wasn't particularly nice in the gym, although he wasn't particularly rude either. The only rude person I encountered in that gym was that one weird guy. Do you remember that one weird guy?
I remember a guy that was like kind of annoying.
The dip guy? The guy?
Maybe.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about this other guy who was kind of a jackass who came around sometimes, and he would like reach over me while I was benching to like grab plates and shit.
I don't remember.
That's
a whole
like
lot.
that's considered one of the worst gym sins you can do. Is like going by someone's rack where they're at, like in the middle of a set and grabbing plates off their thing or whatever.
Because it messes the concentration.
I think I do remember that.
It's-
I remember that happening.
It's a crime. You could probably be arrested for it, to
You
be
could kill
honest.
him.
Yeah, I think legally it's self-defense if you turn around and shoot them in the head.
Why is it so bad? Because you're like in the middle.
You're distracting them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His was particularly egregious because I was benching and he reached over me while I was benching. To be fair, it was a warm-up set.
He sat down in your lap.
It was a warm-up set, but still, you should
Oh.
never do that. That's a really stupid thing to do. This guy, the jackass, never did it. He just walk around like, he just walk around like a jackass.
He brags a lot. He likes to brag.
I kind of want to be him, though, honestly.
Really?
He has a lot of tax problems because he didn't pay taxes for a while.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
So they always eat out every day. They never cook. And when they go out to eat, they always go to the fancy places in town, the expensive places.
Okay. So he cheats on his wife. He's incompetent. He can't cook.
At least he has a job and it's a good job and he works.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has a job.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, but he
work.
doesn't like take days off. He doesn't,
Oh, okay.
skip out on working. He actually works for himself, really.
Okay.
He delivers bread to all the stores around town.
You almost worked for this
Yeah,
guy.
that's
Oh,
You almost
yeah.
worked for this guy.
what I would have done is like, while he's on vacation, so he could actually take vacation off, I would take over his route while he's gone.
Good for him. He's got a nice
It
business.
pays a lot.
But this guy delivers bread.
And this guy makes, what,
Hey.
$700,000 per
He does
year?
not. He
No,
does
this
not.
is a different guy. This is a
Yeah.
different guy. But this guy actually makes good money doing that. I mean, his wife basically she babysits under the radar, so she's not. The government doesn't condone what she's doing. She's
Oh.
technically breaking the law, but and the way they went around that is because her clients, they just give her gifts of money. They give her financial gifts.
Why do you feel so afraid of paying taxes?
They're terrified, brother.
It's like,
Oh God.
$500 worth of taxes.
If I could get away with it, I wouldn't pay taxes. Fuck that.
This woman's probably making jack shit.
No, she doesn't make much.
She might not even
She won't
qualify
get taxed
to
on
pay
it
taxes, bro. It probably all gets your quote isn't
Well, I
even
think you need
picked
a
up.
license to babysit or something. She doesn't have one.
Okay, my mom.
I don't think it's about paying taxes.
No, even that, though, I mean, that would really
It's not hard to get if there is.
I don't know what it is.
Because my mom did it for a little bit.
I think it's kind of stupid. You need a license to babysit.
Do you?
I don't think it's stupid that you need a license to babysit. You're taking care of other people's children, but
Well, she knows the parents. This isn't like a daycare center. This is like she's doing it at home.
yeah, plenty of people do.
Yeah.
You still have a license.
I remember my old babysitter. Apparently, I heard this from my dad. Was she would apparently come to my house and like babysit me, right? And then
Apparently.
and then like what my dad did was like he wanted to check like what she was like, without them being there.
What
So
color was she?
she's black, okay. So
So your dad was suspicious of her because she was black.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
My dad goes in the back door and just listens in, right? And is like kind of curious. And like all you could hear was like her just like cursing me to like eat because I wouldn't like eat things.
Oh, so she was cussing you out.
Yeah, she was like
Sounds like a
cursing
good
us
babysitter
out.
to
I'd
me.
do that.
She
I'd
was
be
cursing me
happy.
out with like cigarettes and stuff, and so like
She was smoking cigarettes. And
My mom does that. It's not that much different.
Sounds like a normal parent. She probably has kids of her own.
She probably has like 5 kids.
She's smoking a cig and telling
I had a
you.
black babysitter, and she was kind of the same way, but she wasn't bad.
What?
She was stupid as fuck. But
She would cuss you out
she
and.
would curse you out.
I don't know about that. But like one time, my dad was home because he
We
used
should
to work.
clarify that the fact that they're black has no
Has
relevance.
nothing to do with it. It's
has no
completely.
relevance on their capabilities.
It's a
to
huge
babysit.
coincidence. No one has any control over the race, and race has nothing to do with any crime or whatsoever,
Crime?
Crying.
or how inept they are at parenting
Yeah.
or babysitting.
First of all, and to be clear, this babysitter sounded fantastic.
Ah, they're fantastic.
If you weren't eating, you were being a little shit. You needed to
Yeah,
eat.
you're being a little bitch.
Yeah, eat.
Nothing's changed though. You still don't eat.
Yeah, she should
true.
be here smoking a
Yeah, we should
cig.
go call her and bring her back.
Should put up the
Babysitting.
cig on your forehead if you don't finish your salad.
And make you eat a cigarette if you don't eat your food.
Yeah.
But I had a babysitter that was black also, and I don't know why I said that. but
You wanted to stress that fact. You wanted to stress
I gotta
that
let them
fact a
know
lot.
I'm the racist one. So
Yeah.
my dad, when I was younger, he retired when I graduated high school. But he used to work like really odd hours and long hours. He had to work like 12 hours from like midnight to noon. So during the day he would sleep.
Yeah.
So while she's babysitting me, one day there was a thunderstorm. And my dad does not give a fuck what's going on outside the house. You do not wake him up. And this woman was scared because she heard thunder. So she goes into his room and like turns on the light and is screaming at him to get his ass out of bed. And he is fucking pissed off that this person of color
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
that this person of color woke him up because it's thundering outside. My dad don't give a shit. The tornado ripped the roof off the house. You do not wake him up if he's got to work at midnight.
Yeah, because he had to go to work, so he didn't
I don't blame him. I'm the same way, and I don't work. So.
Yeah, at least you had an excuse. Because I remember he used to work weird hours and shit.
Actually, speaking of the tornado, I heard that the tornado it ripped off the rooftop of my accounting firm, right?
Okay.
And so
How long ago was this?
Chase is the one that caused this.
yes, obviously.
He is a tornado.
Well, what ended up happening
He's
was
an older
that
guy.
we had tax paper, upstairs in that little room where the roof got torn off.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, the documents for a certain client it landed on his backyard.
That is
The very next
unreal.
day.
That's an act of God.
I know, right?
Oh man.
It's like the client called our office.
He's
like,
probably pissed off. He's like, I submitted this the other day. I wanted to do it in my
Did I forget?
We're in your house.
Were they not messed up or anything? They weren't shredded in half or anything?
They probably
This,
were,
this was
but
the
yeah.
06 tornado. or
Yeah, it
whatever
was.
Oh, wow. Yeah, long ass time ago.
Are we at the 30-minute mark?
Here we are.
You already stopped and
You didn't
restarted?
even look. I'm gonna stop it now.
Okay, we're taking a break.
Yeah.
Here's an advertisement.
We're back.
Man, that was a long break.
Man,
Yeah.
it took like 5 hours. Wait.
It's midnight now.
Yeah, as it always is when we record these sessions.
Are you a
What
chain
does it
smoker?
say? Mitsubishi?
Yeah, Mitsubishi.
Masuni Miku. Oh, it's that.
It's not like a
It's that
first
really
word.
early VTuber, Hitsumi Miku.
That's not.
She's like a VTuber. She's not a real person. It's that person right there. Isn't that
really?
Hitsumi Miku?
How does he know this?
Because she's a very popular figure.
He's more weird than I am.
She's a very popular figure.
Okay, then now I know what this is not a.
She's an artist. She makes music.
This is not a. This is a sticker.
Well, yeah, that's not actually
She's
her right there on that laptop.
She's
It's
usually
a sticker.
that vocal singer that I usually make covers with.
Okay.
She's not a real person, basically.
She is a real person.
Well, the person who does her voice. No, I thought her voice was like a computer.
No,
generated.
no. Well, it was based off like a real person's
This
voice.
sticker is
And they made like a
really
synthetic
cool.
voice.
In Japan, I think it was Japan one time, they had Tupac Shakur show up, kind of like Hitsune Miku does. He it was a hologram of Tupac Shakur, and he was. That's so fucking hilarious to
Why
me.
in Japan?
Maybe they like Tupac. I don't
Maybe,
know.
I'm sure they do.
They honestly make those freaking holograms really realistic.
I mean, that's the future. We're turning into like the Blade Runner universe.
Hologram of Tupac, and no, it doesn't pop up at all.
Yes, it does.
No, the person that popped up was a whale.
Is a Tupac a type of whale? All right, now he's looking it up.
No, I was gonna show you like how realistic the
Tasumi
Yeah, it does.
Look at this cat.
Oh, it was the
Yeah, it looked just like that with Tupac. It just had like a hologram of it. What is this?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it before.
It's
But
just
you
the
can watch
news.
it.
You're showing me Tokyo
It was
news.
Tokyo News. Oh, Thomas, when are you going to Tokyo?
A giant cat.
February.
You're gonna leave me for like a month?
Yeah.
That is cool. I mean, that does look.
How long are you guys going for?
Like 2 weeks. I might say longer. I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's not even really advertising.
Well, I mean, it's more of like a treat for myself because I literally survived my first year.
So you're gonna come back and get a job in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
If I can room with you, I mean, if you're on a vape, I can just room with me.
If that's good timing, that's when my lease would be
Oh,
expired.
really?
And whenever you're getting back, that'd be around my lease is expiring. I can just get a different unit.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, my
It'll
brother.
save me a lot of money my 3-0 year, I tell you that.
Oh, my brother invited me to like live at his place because we all had his place, but I can just
You
live
can
with
go
you.
there. But
I just
he's-
live with you.
I don't think you want to live with your brother. He's a very bad person.
Obviously.
He's getting married.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I feel like a loser bringing up Key and Peele. There's a Key and Peele skit.
You'd be talking about VTubers, you feel like a loser for bringing up Key and Peele.
Wait, isn't this kind of realistic? Like all these. This is like 2016 actually. This is a hologram.
He was trying to say something and you interrupted him.
I don't care what he says.
This is true.
I did it last time, so he gets it.
Yeah, I bet there was a lot of memes made
It's
out of this shit.
2016.
Those are actual people in the crowd?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
actually
people
cool.
go to
They
watch
should all
this
be
stuff.
executed.
You know why they're there? Because they want to fuck her.
You can't. It's a hologram.
It's surprisingly realistic though. I'm quite curious how they
And
can
look
make
up
that.
Tupac Shakur.
Realistic? What do you mean? Realistic how? Like it's
Like
because it's a cartoon character.
no, realistic in the sense of like it's very.
It
well
looks
done
like it's
for a
actually
hologram.
there. It
Yeah,
looks like a
it looks
3D
it looks like it's actually
It's
there.
tripping
That's
me
what I mean.
out. I feel it makes me feel weird. I didn't mean to do that.
You want to show the
Tupac? Yeah.
No, not the Tupac.
Why is the MacBook trackpad so huge?
Because people that.
Oh, because you can do
Because
like
fat asses use it.
wait, you can do like multiple things with it. Cause like you can do that.
Yeah.
I think most laptops can do that.
Yeah.
Multiple things.
Mine does that when I don't want it to.
Does?
It's annoying.
There's also that commercial where they're actually probably selling by now. They were like this AI hologram where it was like sending you like text messages.
Yeah, that
Japanese-
was rightly made fun of. Although
Japanese people do anything
Yeah,
but
you know,
actually
you know
get
how that,
married.
right?
No.
because they'll work like 80 hours a week.
What's that called again?
No, actually, I think I do it.
Here's the thing: here in the United States, lots of people work like very long hours, 2 jobs, or whatever. They still get married.
Yeah, we actually have kids.
They managed to have like 5, 6 kids, and they're working all the time. So how come they can't do it in Japan? We're overworked here. We manage.
Yeah.
All my clients are poor as shit. They all got kids.
It's that we're not expected to work like overtime and do like all that kind of shit.
People working like 2 jobs and shit, and they're still having kids.
You know how easy it was to be just change that where you can't work overtime hours unless you want to?
What do you mean change that?
Mm.
It's like the government could just say like, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah, of course, but that would.
Do they have unions in Japan?
No.
I think they did.
If you join a union in Japan, you get fired immediately.
You see Tesla try. Well, what's Tesla trying to unionize? Is that why he said he's going to vote Republican?
That's not why he said he'd vote Republican, I don't think, but I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why he's going to vote Republican. He might not say that's why he's going to vote Republican, but that's why Elon Musk doesn't want to vote for Democrats anymore. Because, Democrats have been doing a lot to support unions.
Oh yeah,
They're going all out.
they've really done a lot for him.
There was the Roe v. Wade thing or whatever that happened. So they had some of the Democrats, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi or whatever, were out there in front of the Congress, and they had this big sign, and it said in huge letters, Democrats fight, and then a really tiny letter 4, and then big letters reproductive rights. So it just looked like it said Democrats fight reproductive rights.
I wish they still did.
I'm telling you, Joe Biden got it done.
Companions.
God. Did you see where there was like a woman? There was a woman that was head of like the Fed, or like worked for the Fed, or for a bank or something, that went in front of Congress and said,
There ain't no
like,
woman as the head of the Federal Reserve.
women not having access to abortion would hurt the economy or something.
It would.
It's like, what? What's more important, raising a family or fucking having an abortion?
Well, I mean, it would hurt the economy. Presumably, they don't want to raise a family if they're trying to get the abortion.
What the fuck is this shit?
Like it literally is like the it's a Japanese AI companion where
This is
she was
just
like sending you text messages.
yeah, it's dystopian. That's what it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah, we talked about this. I said
Yeah,
this is one of the most miserable
you've
things I've ever
shown
seen.
this to us.
Yeah.
This is horrifying.
I mean, you've watched
Did you
Blade.
explain what it is?
Did I?
It's like an AI assistant that sends you text.
It's an AI assistant that sends you text messages and pretends like it's your girlfriend, basically.
And it has
Life,
an
I
actual
guess.
hologram of like an anime.
Basically, if you have no one who cares about you in your life, you need this AI to message you.
And it's also expensive too.
You
You could just like pay a girlfriend to live with you for a while.
They have rent-a-girlfriends in Japan.
Did you?
They have a mom.
They have them here. They have rent-a-girlfriends everywhere. Remember those escorts I was talking about?
You talk about escorts a lot.
I don't have the money for it.
So you talk about it?
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Go on English websites.
No.
What is this? What is this animating? What are they doing?
No, it's the
Oh, it's the website.
it's the website. I want to see how much it is. How much is
I
it?
expect it's like a
You can absolutely pay someone to be a living
$2,000 or
girlfriend.
something.
That's a lot more than that, isn't it?
I wouldn't pay more than
Huh.
200, if that,
200 what for the whole?
for that little figure that
It can't be a subscription figure thing, right? It's gotta be like.
Yeah.
you can't. Well, in Japan, they don't commit crimes, so they're too depressed to do that. So.
They're too depressed to commit
Like the
crimes.
bad boys in Japan are just like delinquents that color their hair blonde and don't go to class.
So truancy is the biggest crime there. Hmm.
You're never gonna figure. It's probably not. Is it even in like production, or is it still just like a concept?
I think it is. The thing.
They gotta stop making.
It's still in production.
It's just making things.
Did you donate
so
to the
bad.
Kickstarter or whatever?
No.
It probably did have a Kickstarter. It has Hisune Miku on the front too, so.
I'm into some weird shit, man.
I don't like Hisune Miku. I just know who she is.
You should know.
I don't like any like anime music or Japanese music.
You don't like any
Wow. Okay, I see.
all
I don't
Japanese
like-
music is
I don't
bad.
like that anime sounding crap.
Okay, the anime. I don't
Like the kind of shit Thomas makes. I don't like that kind of music.
What? That's not really anime song, though.
Anime. Thomas doesn't sing anime music.
I don't know.
All the background is like real cheery and happy. You know?
He does not sing. He
You-
definitely
you
does not
think I
sing
sing
cheery and
cheerful
happy
music?
stuff.
Alright, fine, but I
That's
still don't
funny.
like it.
That's really fun.
Boxers, man. What? You didn't tell me the brand.
Brand of what?
The compression shorts that you've been getting.
I don't have one particular brand. I just.
Well, what's a good brand that's cheap?
I don't know.
You bought them. How do you not know?
I mean, Duluth Trading Company. I think is like more of like boxers, but I think that's a good brand.
See, they got these like compression short type underwear things. They're really expensive. You go online, you look for like some brands or whatever. They're charging like $30 for one.
You know,
Oh, you're right.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't get that. Unless you're like Bill Gates, you shouldn't be getting that shit.
Approximately
Bill
1,000
Gates did an AMA on Reddit.
What? 1,000 yen?
$1,325.
Okay.
Bill Gates did an AMA on Reddit, and everyone just started asking him about Epstein Island. He replied.
What did he say?
He just said like, I had some meetings. He said the thing he always said whenever he get interviewed about it, which is like, I had some meetings with the guy about global health, but I regret those meetings.
Why? If he didn't do anything wrong, why does he regret it?
Because he did something wrong.
I mean, you only regret it if you're actually like at fault for doing something.
No, I remember one time he was interviewed, I think, on like Good Morning America, and he started stammering like crazy. He got real defensive and started freaking out. But another time, I think there was, I may be misremembering this, but there was like a leaked email where he talked about meeting.
It's about the hologram thing.
Some weird shit. He talked about meeting with Epstein, and they mentioned a Norwegian mother and daughter that came over, and that he stayed the night, and that he really liked them, very lovely people or whatever. Yeah,
He must have really loved him.
Yeah, he must have really loved them.
Damn, I wish I could fuck a mother-daughter.
Bill Gates, yeah, he was in on that shit for sure. Do you remember Dershowitz?
That guy goes, Alan Dershowitz. Dude, if we talk about Alan Dershowitz, he's gonna sue us.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We have a lawyer on the
We got a lawyer.
I'll take it on, sure.
He's a public figure that's been accused of this, so you can't really sue us for that.
Good lord. I'm trying to find that time Drill replied to him. Oh my god.
But he gets on Fox News all the time. I'm surprised he still gets on Fox News for the kind of shit he's gotten into.
So like Dershowitz, he represented Epstein the first time Epstein had the charges brought against him, like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah,
or
in like
whatever.
2010.
But he knew the guy, it was his client, and yeah, he was all over that shit, for
Oh,
sure.
hell yeah.
For sure.
I mean, that woman that became public about him having sex with him, they did a documentary on Netflix, I forget the name of it, but it's like a 5-part miniseries.
Yeah.
And in the last episode, it starts talking about Alan Dershowitz. And it has the woman that accused him. And he said, that woman would never say on camera that I raped her. And then the next scene, she says, Alan Dershowitz raped me.
That's a good documentary. Yes.
That's the documentary where I said women are
Shut
stupid.
up.
Women are stupid.
Their fault for getting raped.
Well, sometimes it seems like it is.
Oh
It's
my!
like, here, we'll give-
stop! You're increasing my workload, man.
We have the racist, we have the
I can't do this.
Fine, there's some women out there that are really dumb, but to be fair, they were young. They're high school girls.
Yeah, they
want money and they're poor.
They were poor underage girls.
So what they did is they would recruit women, the women that did not want to have sex with Jeffrey. What are you looking at the color pink for?
It's for the fact.
That's what we're doing in the video.
This is the thing.
The distraction you got right
Drew
there.
replied to Dershowitz. It was when Dershowitz was like, release all the records. Are you still looking at the color pink?
Hello, Alan. This is your lawyer speaking. I'm advising you today to please keep posting this shit.
What does he say? I hope they're all revealed because
That's a
they
nice
will prove
pink.
I'm not
It's a
among
nice
them.
color.
What kind of color pink you like?
I hereby waive any
What is
right
this
of
for?
privacy. Good
It's
lord.
for like a music video or something.
I know. What's the video I made? Remember? Has that background though.
What video? He doesn't know because he didn't see the background.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's the background.
It's not noticeable. Look at this big ass
Oh,
bird.
that?
Yeah,
That looks fine.
This bird was outside my window yesterday. You know what bird that is?
Woodpecker.
Huge.
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 We have them in our yard.
They're big
We have big old trees in our. We have pine trees in our yard. So.
Think so we'll get a lot of pine needles?
We cut down 2 of our pine trees, and that really helped with the pine needles not getting on our cars.
There's pine straw lodged into the mechanisms of my car.
There are pine
I
trees.
saw that, yeah.
Where we live, there are pine trees literally everywhere. And yet, we pay these Mexicans to pick up this pine straw and buy bundles of it from them. If we just went out in the yard for one day and just got a leaf, like a leaf blower or something, and just blew in a pile, we'd have 1,000,000 pine straw.
We're good. We got plenty of straw.
These views don't represent our podcast, they're just Alex's
They
views.
absolutely do.
Represents mine.
They represent at least 1/3 of our podcast.
1/3, that's all it needs.
Have you found the color pink yet?
There are like multiple shades of pink.
Yes, there are many colors out there. There's technically an infinite amount of colors out there.
I'm not a lawyer. Dershowitz can't sue me.
He couldn't sue you regardless of what you did.
I'm a law student.
He's
I'm
a
not-
public figure that has been accused of this for a long time.
Apparently, he does like harass people that say negative things about him.
He probably says, I'll
He
sue
does.
you if you keep talking about
He
this.
does come after them.
Because
He's
if
very,
they do, he doesn't do anything.
He's very aggressive. I've heard.
Yeah, he should just be like, no, I didn't do it, and just don't worry about it.
He waived his right to privacy in any of Epstein's videos.
Yeah, he did publicly on Twitter.
Good job.
Well, then
boss.
hold up in a court of law, Twitter.
I mean, yeah, if he states it out loud, I guess. Sure. I don't know.
I mean, it could technically be like a servant, or maybe he doesn't run his Twitter. Maybe someone else does.
I don't know. I've gone to 1 year law school.
Because in the Amber Heard case, they brought a
Oh no, don't do this.
well, I mean, they brought a Twitter expert. Like, what the fuck is a Twitter expert? This person, this person spends like all day on Twitter looking at the statistics and like ratio and retweet ratios, and it's like, I'm with Johnny Depp, Amber Turd, and they're saying Amber Turd in court. What the fuck? What does this have to do with the case?
I don't know what you're talking. I have not seen any.
It's like the lawyers of Johnny Depp have.
You just broke something.
I broke something, Thomas. I'm sorry. I broke a tissue box.
Here's an article about how to become a Twitter expert by Follow for Blog.
Can you go to school to become a Twitter expert?
There was some like PhD in like beauty or something. She was like an expert in. She's basically a phrenologist.
Oh.
She would look at like their faces or whatever and be like, the structure is.
Phrenology?
She's basically.
Was this 1800s?
It was some viral video or whatever, one of those BuzzFeed type things.
It was like TikTok or something.
No, I think it was a long form YouTube video, but they were like trying to see like which one of the group was like the most beautiful.
She'd get that long.
Who was the most beautiful on like a scientific level?
That
Because he's
black
sitting there.
person.
The PhD woman was a white woman.
Did they have a black person they were trying to measure their beauty?
I think it was 3 white guys and maybe an Asian guy.
Oh, come on. She got a black dude and see where it stands.
the phrenologist.
That would have made it so much more entertaining.
That's how you become a pro.
What is this?
Identify your goals. Choose a profile picture.
No industry keywords. Create a hashtag. This is how to be a loser, not how to be a Twitter
You
expert.
become Twitter experts. Work in this blog. What are you talking about?
It'd be funny if someone went to like an Ivy League school.
Did that Twitter expert count as expert testimony?
I think
Because
so.
there's a whole separate process you have to file, like beforehand, for expert testimony.
I'm not sure. Amber Heard's
And you have to
lawyers
pay
brought-
them.
I don't know what they were
Yeah.
I don't know what the goal of bringing him on was.
You have to pay expert testimony like a decent
Yeah,
chunk.
I see like YouTube videos
He,
about it.
no, he did. He got paid
I
like
don't want to see that.
he worked for like a nonprofit or something, and they got paid $800 an hour for his testimony, his deposition.
Thomas, I'm telling you right now, you
But it was a group of people. It wasn't just him.
I wish I was a doctor, not for the doctor money, just for the expert testimony money.
This is a Twitter expert. This ain't no doctor.
Doctor probably get paid more. No, my SIP professor was telling us that, like, yeah, whatever, like doctors and whatnot, they'll make a shit ton of money from expert testimony.
Yeah.
A nice chunk of change.
How do you get paid for that? I mean, you should be legally obligated.
Because
to
you're
do it.
taking away time for that they could be
Okay.
doing their job.
Yeah, that Twitter expert could be like looking at like
Yeah.
like looking at ratio tweets or
In a
something.
doctor's case, like I could be treating someone's like kidney or something that said I'm here. In this Twitter expert's case, they could be
$800 an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know how much doctors make, but first, I don't think they get paid by the hour, do they? They don't.
No. Well, I mean, I guess it just depends. And maybe I don't know what certain professions might do and whatnot. I'll ask Ammon. He's going to med school.
Talking about Amber Heard and Johnny, that's like 2 weeks from now. Well, I don't know. That case has been going on a long time, but
And
a year from now, that'd be so out of date, and
Yeah.
no one's gonna watch it. No one's gonna watch this anyway. But I'll just shut up because no one's gonna watch this anyway. Why even talk? No one's gonna watch this. Fuck this.
That's more reason to talk as much as you want and say whatever.
Y'all censor me.
You
I'm
know-
being silenced.
You know, I was real concerned that like this would be bad for my professional career. Having talked to all the lawyers who work in the circuit now, this is fine. They say way worse shit when they're behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Well, we walked up to one of the DAs. We were like,
He said the N word or something.
no, I'm sure he would, but we were delivering some like generic orders or whatever.
This is the world we
He's
live in.
fucking chain smoking.
Oh.
He's chain
There's
smoking.
nothing wrong with that.
I mean, that's fine. Dude, this guy's great. He's hilarious. He's a fantastic
Can't
guy.
go to jail for that.
He just starts. We just hand him the papers, and he's talking shit whatever with my boss, and he's just signing stuff. And he's
I don't even know what I'm signing.
That's exactly what he said. He's like, listen, David, I don't know what the fuck I'm signing.
He could have given him like a fake will and made him sign it or something.
And then they started saying some like,
Homophobic stuff.
no, and homophobic. They started talking about college girls.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. If you made like $100,000 a year, would you be talking about college girls?
I'm talking about college girls now. I'm not paid anything.
Well, you're not 40 or 50 years old either, are you?
I thought it was funny.
I did talk about college
nothing they said was wrong. They didn't say anything wrong. Everything was
They're
fine.
not gonna lose their job because they're talking about young girls.
No one gives a shit. Nothing they said was wrong at all. Everything they said was right. This dude's hilarious, just chain smoking and talking shit about college girls.
Nice.
That's great. Just signing shit. He's like, I don't know what the hell this is, David. I'm just signing shit.
Did you ever watch that what's that pedophile show? Dateline NBC? It was like
Yeah. To Catch a Predator.
To Catch a Predator. I like when they have what's his name? Hansen? Chris
Hansen, yeah.
They have Chris Hansen read off like what they say in the online chats. It's like, I'm horny. I have a, oh, how big are you? I am 13 inches, baby.
No, shit.
How old are you? I'm 44. And then he comes to the house and he's like 65. It's like, why lie about your age if you're... I mean, 44 is old as hell.
Yeah.
Just say you're 65. I feel more bad for him. He walks up with a cane. Already, it's a dude, by the way. He's like with a small kid, a boy. It's like a 14-year-old boy.
He was visiting a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they always say, like, oh, I thought he was 15 or 16. It's like, it's still illegal, dude. Crossing state lines to have sex with a 16-year-old.
They went and got EDP.
It's not gonna make they're not gonna jail for less time or
Remember
something.
that big the big boy
EDP
445 or whatever? Yeah.
I think he deleted his channel, or it got deleted.
He was really popular because he would just like, I don't know, he was like this big fat black guy and he would just like shout a bunch.
Oh.
He was a big Eagles
I
fan.
don't even know what he did.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember. He was just saying a bunch of funny shit or whatever. He's a goofy
Right.
guy.
He just talked about
And he
stuff.
got basically To Catch a Predator. They let him
I
out.
wanted cupcakes. I said, "Get the
It was
cupcakes."
my boss telling me about like the sheriff's department, the deputies. I think it was the one. I'll fucking censor it, okay? Shut up.
Okay.
One of the counties around here, their sheriff's department, the deputies will like go online and pretend to be little girls, and they'll try to prosecute people like in Nevada who message them
Isn't that
back.
illegal? It's entrapment.
No, I think you can do it, but like
That should be entrapment. That's
I think the feds have more leeway with doing that. A fucking deputy's office trying to
Dude,
prosecute.
the feds will get like white supremacists to shoot up schools for them. I mean, come on.
they were working with the Buffalo guy.
Like that. You remember when they tried to like kidnap the governor of like Minnesota?
Yeah, no, Michigan. They were trying to go
Michigan.
Gretchen. Whatever.
It was like 6 people and 5 of them were FBI agents.
God.
The one guy, he actually got off the case because of entrapment. It's like, what the fuck, man? The FBI is a bigger threat to this country than white people.
Why were they doing this again?
They want a bigger paycheck or something. I don't know.
We're trying to kidnap.
Yeah, he was trying to kidnap the governor. It was the Michigan.
When the dude went to court, he got off scot-free because of entrapment.
What, the one who wasn't an agent?
Yeah, the one that was acting like a really just fucking
Yeah.
bad person.
Yeah, you can say whatever, it doesn't matter.
This dude.
Yeah. So this guy got off scot-free. You know what I'm
What the fuck are you gonna do if you kidnap a governor? You think you're gonna get money for that? I want $1 million. You kidnap Governor, what was her name? Whitmer? Is that her name?
Yeah, it was Gretchen Whitmer, the Michigan.
You kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. You take her to like a basement in like a
Nebraska.
you go to Mexico or something and you put her in a basement somewhere. You hog tie her up.
Alright.
And FBI, you put the FBI on the line. I want $2 million. You think you're going home with that? Do you really think you're going home with $2 million after kidnapping a governor? What was his goal? What was he trying to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess he thought Trump won the election
Yeah,
or
it
something.
was the Trump thing.
What's kidnapping Governor Whitmer going to
Because
do?
they thought the election results were illegitimate. Because Michigan went to Biden.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
So
it.
they were like, no, Trump actually won Michigan. Trump actually won the election. So they were gonna like kidnap her and do I don't know what.
You're probably gonna have to censor all this, but I swear the FBI, they're involved in all this shit.
Oh no, I'm not gonna censor any of that. It doesn't matter what I
This
say
is
about
true.
it. Yeah, no one's.
I mean, these people
With the
that...
career path I'm taking, this isn't gonna endanger me, Thomas. I'm worried about you more than me.
Because, like, recently there was a school... I keep thinking... I always instantly think it's a
shooting.
school
Buffalo
shooting.
shooting?
When there's a... Yeah, the shooting in Buffalo. I
It
always
was a grocery store.
Yeah, it was a grocery store. I always think it's a school shoot. But, man, that dude... The FBI totally made that dude
for
do.
sure. For sure. I'm sure they were involved. In
I mean, this guy is a huge... Because he was like... I mean, the cops already knew about him, and he had already, like...
I mean, even
went to the hospital for being a psychopath.
maybe they're not involved or whatever, but they certainly they let it go by. I mean, they already knew about his shit and whatnot.
They knew the warning signs. They're like, yeah, let's see where this goes. Let's see what happens.
That was like, I don't know how many.
You're gonna
details-
censor all that.
No, the how egregious it was. It was like cartoonish almost how egregious.
He filmed
was.
it. I didn't see the film, but he filmed it.
Within 10 minutes of the stream starting, Twitch shut it down.
And when people were describing what happened, this dude, he had like, people say AR-15, but it was an AR type rifle.
Some semi-auto rifle.
They always put drawings on their fucking rifles, which is another thing.
He wrote some stuff on the barrel that was racially charged.
Of course.
I forget what it said. I saw a picture of it. I forget what it said.
Yeah. Basically the most comically absurd racist person you can imagine. It was like
But what
every
he did-
level of detail.
What he did, he went to the grocery store, and every time he shot, this part's actually a little funny, given how morbid this thing is. But there was a white guy who was like, "Please,
Yeah.
please, please, please!" And he's like, "Oh, sorry, my man."
He literally apologized to the guy.
He said, "Oh, sorry, my man.
literally
Sorry, my
apologized.
fellow white guy."
Literally apologized.
But this dude, every time he shot a dude, he would shoot them in the face like he'll double tap them. It's like, holy fuck, this dude is like a menace.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Is the FBI?
I fucked up my phone.
What do you do?
That's pretty easy to do.
It went into like the fast boot mode shit or whatever.
What the fuck? I've never seen that before. What is that?
I keep doing it because
Did you hit the power button like a bunch of times?
yeah, I think so.
Usually that calls the cops.
Maybe the cops were they're coming.
They heard us comments about like FBI.
Yeah,
they
they're
put us
coming.
on a terror watch list now.
Hey, after I got that shit dismissed or whatever based on the cop's body cam footage, you know, maybe they're not gonna like him anymore. I bet he's a great cop.
Cops don't like people like you anyway.
I've never had a problem with a cop.
You got that sticker on the back of your car. You're pretty good.
I don't have any sticker on my Central.
You should put one there.
I probably should.
You should. You should go online and get a fake one.
This is why I'm getting a new phone, because this stupid ass shit keeps happening.
What's wrong?
Yeah,
What
no,
happened?
It does this a lot in the whole. It was doing this a lot recently.
How come when I called you, it went straight to voicemail?
I was wondering because, like, well, I think I was trying to call someone else at the moment, so maybe it just got
You called me back immediately.
Because I hung up on that and I called you instead.
Get an iPhone.
What is yours?
Yeah, it's good that my phone interrupted
Is it
our
iPhone or is it
conversation about
Google?
Buffalo.
That's iPhone.
Okay. See, I still have the Google Pixel.
I'm trying to get rid of this Google Pixel and get an iPhone.
If I upgrade, I should have upgraded last Christmas, but I didn't because I wanted a computer instead. I mean, my phone still works. Every time I have a problem with my phone where if I'm watching YouTube, every so often, the bottom half of the screen will lower in resolution, but the top half will stay the same, and it bothers the fuck out of me. I don't know why. The only way to fix it is to close YouTube and reopen it. But
Why would it do that?
I don't know what. I
I've
don't know
never
what
heard
the
it
fuck
before.
causes that. It annoys the shit out of me. I don't know what causes it because sometimes it doesn't do that, but sometimes it does.
It's stuck in restart.
You need to get a new phone now.
Which one is that?
I
One
was
or
supposed
two?
to go today.
Is that the second one?
Oh, sorry.
This is the fourth one.
Oh, yours is more new than mine is. I think I have the 3.
What are we at now for time?
We are 27 minutes.
Okay, we're almost. Yeah. Oh damn.
Do we have to make a finisher?
Uh,
A send off?
I make a finisher. We're finishing the crowd.
yo, calm down. Consider what we were just talking about.
He's trying to flame me on our podcast.
Yeah. This phone is killing me, man.
It's so reboot.
Take the battery out and put it back in.
It does. I don't think the bat comes off, man. This is such a pain in the ass.
Come on.
The battery doesn't come off.
The volume keys were broken for like a solid week.
How do you
Do
fix
not.
I don't even know how you take the battery off this shit. You have to take the whole
My
back.
stomach hurts now from laughing about that guy trying to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer.
I'm fucking hard. You just know what you're trying to accomplish with that. Thank God he didn't go to jail, really.
Be committed.
How did he even try? Like, what do? Do you just like show up to her house or something?
The governor's mansion, I presume. They tried to infiltrate it.
How did he get caught? I mean, I know the FBI was with him.
How did he get caught? It was probably very easy to catch that guy.
I mean, I know there was like 5 FBI agents in the van with him that he drove. But I like how the FBI will go all the way to the point of the crime being committed before they do a damn thing. They'll just wait that long. I mean, it's obviously the U.S. government has done really shitty. I mean, the CIA, there's a huge list of things they've been up to. FBI also.
The huge list of things they've been up to in like the past 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months alone, they've committed enough crimes to go to hell.
This shit is not turning on, man.
As bad as Tucker Carlson is, at least he talks bad about the CIA and FBI.
At least we'll get that. I'm sure he talked bad about them for. Actually, I remember back before he was on Fox, he was on CNN actually.
Yeah, he had a show where they had like a Democrat and a Republican.
It's like Brian Stelter or something. I think he went to MSNBC after.
No
I think he might have stayed on CNN. I have no idea. But yeah, he was on. It was called Crossfire, is what it was. And he was a conservative back then.
Yeah.
But the one thing was that like he more quickly like turned against the Iraq War than like I guess everyone.
Well, everybody was on board.
I think plenty of people dissented against the Iraq War more than the invasion of Afghanistan. But he was like quickly like, oh yeah, this is not great. I guess I don't know. By the time he was against the Iraq invasion,
Too late. For everybody else.
the whole country fucking hated it at that point.
Yeah, everybody at that point was already in agreement.
It finally turned on.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Maybe I should have gone and gotten.
Does it have a basketball pattern on your cover?
No. It's
The
just,
inside of it.
No, it's just textured. I do like basketball.
Let's never talk about basketball.
So Jimmy Butler, he'd been going
Jimmy
off
Buffett?
recently. I won't talk about basketball if you don't want me to. Are we at an hour? Is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Say your goodbyes.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Hey, bye.
Sayonara.
Hey, you racist.
Thank you.